If you're over 62 years old and you're still paying full price to camp in California state parks, you're essentially donating money to the state that you don't have to. Most RVers think the only way to save money is by boondocking or buying the federal senior pass. But here's the strange thing almost nobody explains clearly. If you're old enough, California already gives you some built-in breaks at many state parks, even if you've never bought a pass in your life. However, if you don't know the system exists, nobody at the kiosk is going to jog out to your rig and insist you save money. You have to know which lever to pull. In this video, I'm going to break down the two specific state passes that could slash your camping and day use costs. I will clear up the confusion between the paid pass and the free pass, and I will share a specific planning checklist that will help you calculate exactly how much you'll save before you even book a site. Let's start with the number one thing that confuses people. This is where a lot of RVers get lost. There isn't just one Golden Bear Pass, there are actually two of them, and they do completely different jobs. One is a low-cost off-season pass for anyone over 62. The other is an income-based pass that can be completely free if you qualify. Let's break down the first one, the Senior Golden Bear. This is the pass most of you watching will likely use. It is designed for any Californian, 62 or older, regardless of income. Think of this pass as your off-season magic wand. For a very low annual fee, around $20 per calendar year, it gives you and your spouse or registered domestic partner free vehicle day use entry at a massive number of California state park units. You pay once, and for the rest of that year's off-season, you can drive to those parks to hike, use the beach, or dump your tanks without paying a separate vehicle fee each time. But the timing details really matter here. The Senior Golden Bear runs on the calendar year, not 12 months from when you buy it. If you purchase it in January, you squeeze every bit of value out of it. If you wait until October, you're paying the full price just for a few months of use. You need to also know the blackout dates. This pass is tied to non-peak travel. At most parts, you can't use it during the main summer rush, which runs roughly from Friday before Memorial Day through Labor Day. Once that summer window closes, the pass wakes up and starts working again through fall, winter, and spring. Since most of us prefer cooler weather and fewer crowds anyway, this off-season focus actually lines up perfectly with how we already travel. Now, let's zoom in on the second pass, because this is where the biggest shock is for most people. This is the standard Golden Bear Pass. It's aimed at people with limited income, and for those who qualify, the pass itself is free. Once you are approved, it gives you free vehicle day use access at more than 200 California park units. Unlike the senior version, this one is valid year-round. There are no summer blackout dates. So who is this built for? There are a few main groups. First, it covers seniors 62 and older whose income falls under the specific threshold. Roughly speaking, that means a single person with an average gross income under about $1,732, or a married couple with a combined income under about $2,352. And it also covers people receiving supplemental security income, families on the CalWorks program, and families on the tribal TANF. If you see yourself in any of these categories, this pass is designed to knock down that day use fee barrier so you can actually enjoy the parks you've been helping to support with your tax dollars. The process to get this free pass is more structured than buying something at a gate, but it's not scary. If you're on CalWorks, there's a great shortcut. You can apply through a streamlined online system and complete the process using a smartphone in just a few minutes. If you're on the tribal TANF, your path runs through your tribal administrator. For everyone else, including seniors meeting that income threshold, you have three options. The fastest route is usually to apply in person at a designated state park pass sales location. You show up with your documents, proving your income, age, and they review everything. And you walk out with the pass in your hand. You can also apply online by uploading your documents to the California State Parks website. Or, if you prefer paper, you can print the application and mail it in. Mail is slower, but you can end up in the same place, holding a pass that drops your day fee use to zero. Now, before we get to the strategy of how you use these, we have to cover two other massive discounts: disability and veterans. If you or your partner have a permanent disability, there's a disabled discount pass. This typically offers 50% off vehicle day use and family camping. If you're a qualifying veteran, this usually means specific service-connected disabilities, former POWs, or Medal of Honor recipients. There is a Distinguished Veteran Pass. This is the gold standard. It can provide free use of basic facilities, including camping at many state parks. If you fit that description, applying for that pass should be your priority today. I also need to clear up one major point of confusion that trips up new RVers. These California passes are not the same thing as the Federal Senior Pass, also known as America the Beautiful Pass. That federal pass is fantastic for national parks, but it does almost nothing at state parks. You need to think of it as two different tool sets, one for federal land and one for state land. If you RV a lot, you will likely keep both in your glove box, but you need to know which one to pull out so you aren't surprised at the entrance booth. So how do we put this into a real plan? How do we turn this information into actual savings? Here's the planning checklist I use. Step 1 is check eligibility. Before you book anything, ask yourself, what am I entitled to? If you're 62 plus, you automatically have access to the Senior Golden Bear. If your income is fixed and limited, check the current limits for the free Golden Bear. Don't guess, look up the real numbers. Step 2 is choosing the pass that fits your travel style. If you love off-season trips and you visit parks mostly for hiking or scenic drives, the Senior Golden Bear is the simplest win. You pay $20 once, and you stop paying the day use fees for the rest of the winter and spring. However, if camping is your main focus and you qualify for the disabled or veteran passes, those are the ones you want to lead with because they slash the overnight costs, not just the day use fees. Step 3 is the total cost calculation. When you're booking a campsite, do not just look at the nightly rate. You have to look at the whole bill. That includes the reservation fee, the extra vehicle charges, and the separate day use costs. Here's an advanced trick. Use your pass to lengthen your stays. If your park charges a reservation fee, that is a fixed cost, whether you stay 1 night or 5. By staying longer, you spread that fee out. And if your Golden Bear Pass is covering your day use fees, your average cost per night drops significantly. Also, think of state parks as your highlight stops. Maybe you boondock on free public land for a few days to save cash, and then roll into a state park that accepts your pass for 2 days of hot showers and clean trails. And finally, use your flexibility. Popular parks look booked solid months in advance. But if you check a few days before your trip, sites almost always open up due to cancellations. As a senior with a flexible schedule, you're perfectly positioned to grab those spots while everyone else is stuck at work. So here's the bottom line. Your age, flexibility, and one small stack of paperwork are the levers that save you money. Start by getting the right pass if you're over 62, get the Senior Golden Pass in January, and if you're income eligible, get the free Golden Bear right now. If you're a veteran, get the Distinguished Veteran Pass. If this video helped you see a way to unlock more trips without wrecking your budget, let me know in the comments. Which California park just jumped to the top of your list? Also, for more tips and information about RV life, RV maintenance, boondocking, and more, please click one of the videos or playlists over here. Safe travels and see you out there.